Well, good evening and welcome to Brazil. Welcome to coverage of La Liga de las Americas. This is basketball South American style. It's the semifinal stage of the Premier Club Cup competition in the FIBA Americas region. And tonight's opening match features Quimsa of Argentina versus Mogi das Cruzes from right here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. We are here in Bauru, Brazil, the home of world-famous footballer Pelé. But tonight it is baloncesto. It is basketball here in La Liga de las Americas. The first game throughout the weekend. We've got 6 games for you on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night to come. And this is the opener here in the semifinal stage of this illustrious basketball competition. Right now you can see the Mogi players coming onto the floor. They are from the state of Sao Paulo, Brazil. We are here in Bauru, also in the state of Sao Paulo. The host team will play later on tonight, Bauru. So Mogi will certainly know this arena and know this court well from their domestic campaign. But the club here you see, Quimsa, are from Santiago del Estero, Argentina. And they have made the journey here tonight to try to get themselves to the final stage of this competition. The other team which wraps up the group is Club Malvin from Uruguay. We will see them in the nightcap as they square off against the host. Well, my name is Liam Canny, and it is my distinct privilege to be with you this evening from wherever it is in the world that you are joining us. Just to kind of recap where we are in the competition, we started with 16 teams in 4 groups of 4 when the preliminary rounds commenced several weeks ago. We've been through the group stages. And so 2 of the top teams from each of the 4 groups have advanced to the semifinal stage, and 2 teams from this group will advance to the finals. You can see the players now going through their warm-ups here in advance of tonight's tip-off. Here's a look at the lineup for Mogi das Cruzes. They're led in scoring by the American Shamel Stallworth, who averages 17.7 points per game. He was a FIBA Americas League MVP selection back in 2013. Lucas Fernandez averages 15 points per game. And then Tyrone Coronel at the bottom of the list there, number 88, throws in 14 points. It looks like the team were in good health. Fit before the warm-up. Larry Taylor, the American point guard, makes them tick. Here's Quimsa, the lineup for the Argentine club. They are led in scoring by Gabriel Deck, who's an up-and-coming young talent, just 21 years of age, averages 16.7 points per game. And Gabriel Deck played in the Nike World Hoops Summit for the World Select back in 2013. Nico Romano averages 14 points for Quimsa. We'll get a look at the starting 5. Right in the center of your screen, Shamel Stallworth. He is the leading scorer, but the man to the left, Larry Taylor, is the point guard. He'll make them hum. And there you can see Lucas Mariano, Guilherme Pereira, and Tyrone Coronel round out the starting 5. For Mogi, Danilo Cordover, just gathering his thoughts here as he prepares for tip-off in this one. Both clubs would really love to start this weekend with a win. And there are the starting 5 for Quimsa. Gabriel Deck, right in the center of your screen, the forward. Just a really promising young talent, 21 years of age. Hasn't quite carved out a place for himself in the national team yet, but of course, making the Argentina national team is no easy task. It's the Americans' Battle, and Jackson will provide some bulk inside for Coach Silvio Santander, the head coach of the Quimsa Basketball Club. Well, this is the Premier Club Cup competition played annually by the clubs of the Americas region. You can see the combined officiating crew from Puerto Rico, Venezuela, and Chile, respectively. And teams from South America, Central America, the Caribbean Basin, and Mexico are all eligible to participate in this competition. It was organized by the FIBA Americas back in 2007. It's been played annually since then. And at stake for the winner of this competition, they get a berth in the Intercontinental Cup, which means the La Liga de las Americas champion gets to square off against the EuroLeague champion in a two-leg game in the preseason of the basketball tournament in September. But that's a long way off for any of these players to think about. They just need to go game by game, half by half, as they try to eke out a win tonight. Quimsa come into tonight's game with a 2-1 record. They finished in second position in Group B. Bauru tops the group, who we'll see later on. It's a club Quimsa founded in 1989. And they're sitting in reasonable position in the domestic league in Argentina. In the Northern Division, they're in third place with a 19-14 record. They won La Liga de las Americas, La Liga Sudamericana back in 2009. As for Mogi das Cruzes, they have a perfect record, 3-0 thus far in the competition. They topped Group A, and they won the games in Group A fairly comfortably by an average of 16.7 points per game. In the domestic league, they're struggling a little bit. They've got a 12-7 winning record. They sit in sixth position, but of note, Mogi das Cruzes have won 4 of their last 5 games on the trot in the domestic league. So they're coming into tonight's game in a good vein of form. It is their first ever appearance in La Liga de las Americas. They do not have any international honors in their trophy cabinet at home, Mogi das Cruzes, but they did win the Supercopa Brazil in 2012. As for Quimsa, they make their third appearance in La Liga de las Americas. They advanced to the semifinal stage in 2009. So the club has a little bit of pedigree here in international competitions in the Americas region. Coach Santander just giving his charges some final instructions as Quimsa get ready to come out and tip it off. And the players just going through their pregame rituals. You can see how hot it is here in this part of the world. Players are ready to go. Everybody looks in buoyant attitude, which is great to see. Players look happy and ready to get started. Tintorelli, he's got some artwork on his shoulders. It's all a bit very friendly here before we get ready to go to war, as the saying goes. And the players just going through their superstitions to try and bring themselves any luck they can from the basketball gods. Well, the Puerto Rican referee is ready to get things going. Remember, fans, you can join in and follow all the action on the FIBA Americas website. La Liga de las Americas has live in-game stats. And the website is allw.ligaamericas.com. Follow the game and follow the stats of your favorite players as we go throughout the 40 minutes this evening. Cornell just stretching his shoulders and trying to get some divine inspiration. The referee shaking hands with David Jackson. And so the Puerto Rican referee steps into the center circle. The ball's in the air. We're underway here in the opening semifinal stage of La Liga Las Americas. This is basketball American style. As Quimsa settle into their first half-court set, it's man-to-man defense from Mogi dos Cruzes in the first three ball. Off the mark, but Quimsa chased down the long rebound. Perez lines up a three. That one strikes iron. And Jackson gathers the long rebound into the low post. Isolated in the low post. And then the foul. Good execution by Quimsa. Good patience. His defender, Lucas Fernandez, gets called for the foul. His first and the team's first. Ball screen on the wing. Pick and pop action. And then a dribble drive. Right-handed layup just wouldn't fall. We've yet to get our opening score. Here's Taylor to the wing. Cornell is the trailer. Pass inside to Taylor, broken up by Perez. Now he's off to the races. He'll kick it. Another kick. Quimsa couldn't exploit their numbers in transition. Now again into the low post. The jump hook! Wouldn't drop. And Tyrone Coronel commits the foul on the jump hook. Tyrone Coronel is definitely a foul. Referees have got that right. And this sends a shooter to the free throw line for our first Tiros Libres of the evening. Nico Romano misses the first. Romano's had a good tournament so far throughout 3 games. He's averaged 14 points for Quimsa. And misses both free throws. Quimsa will have to grimace and dig in and defend as they've yet to open their account. Cornell blocked by the defense of Quimsa. Now the pass ahead. We'll get our first basket of the night. A one-handed cram jam by Gabriel Deck in transition. And finally, we've broken the seal on the basket. Inside to Fernandez. He powers it up. It won't fall. Romano with the rebound to Perez. Handoff to Battle. Perez powers it. Oh, wow, my goodness. What a block from the help side. The foul occurs before this. You're going to see Gabriel Deck going straight to the rack. He makes sure that one. Great pass ahead to lead him to the bucket. And then Deck gets off the deck and does the rest. So Romano atones for his earlier miss. Makes the first. And the second. Romano 2 for 4 from the line. Early doors here in this one. Taylor shovels a handoff. Cornell flashes high. His pass broken up. And we've got a foot here. As Guillermo Philippin scrapping and battling for it, and there's the foot. Romano just helping the referee out. David Jackson to bring it in. Into the low post. Good move by Romano. Just couldn't get the ball to fall. used his body to good effect and carved out an opportunity, but couldn't finish. Stallworth moves to Cornell. He lines up a three and knocks it down. So finally now, after 3 minutes of play, Mogi das Cruzes have got themselves on the scoreboard. Right in the back of that three-point shot there from Tyrone Cornell. A little jump shot wouldn't fall inside for Robert Battle. And we've got our first foul here against Quimsa. Good drive by Philippin. He gets a well done from one of his teammates. Just couldn't convert the layup. You can see the atmosphere here. It is quite humid. Even the coaches need a drink of water. Guilherme Philippin. He's averaged 12 points throughout this competition, so he's had a good couple of games. Just trying to get things going here this evening, and drops two. Good movement here for Jackson. Pops up for a shot, no good. Larry Taylor gathers the long rebound. Stallworth. Stallworth moves it on one. And Lucas does the rest. Lucas Mariano Fernandez drops a three. And Mogi right now have got Quimsa doubled up 8-4 after a sluggish start. Pass inside. White jerseys collapse on the basketball. Deck lets fly. His shot no good. Stallworth is ducking and diving. Hooks a pass to Cornell. Slips a pass to Philippin. And he knocks down a three. And that'll bring a timeout from the Quimsa coaching staff. They started the more brightly of the two teams. They went up 4-0. It could have been 6-0, but right now they call a timeout as they find themselves down here in the opening quarter of the opening semifinal in La Liga de las Americas.
No, pero acá el tema hay un efecto ni de excitación ni de depresión. Estamos jugando claramente mejor que eso. Los tres tiros con los pies en el piso de esos, sin estar tan agresivo en la contestación nosotros. La metieron y nosotros cerramos 10 puntos hechos. No pasa nada. Cuando hablamos de la construcción del plan de juego, es eso, es vamos a construir el partido, vamos a trabajarlo. Volvamos a defendernos, todo lo que no sale en un momento adelante nos tiene que salir atrás para empezar a crecer de ahí y poder correr. Tranquilo. Vamos dos bajos, sin llamarla. Dos bajos. Tranquilo ahí para jugar ese alto bajo con vos, girar rápido y llévatelo para adentro. Y balance a contestar el lanzamiento, a levantar la información. No pasó nada que no sepamos que puede pasar. Tranquilo, dale. Vamos.
Ei, no ataque. Ei, Chamel, tá jogando em cima do banto. Você pode abrir, mas você pode entrar também, tá bom? Mas pode ficar abrindo. Vai, vamos.
Well, that's a good timeout here by Quimsa as they found themselves on the wrong end of an 11-0 run by Mogi das Cruzes. And Coach Santander just brings the troops in to try and calm them down, settle them down. They had a bright start, but then just lost their focus. And we've got to give some credit to Mogi, who made some big threes to go on that 11-0 spurt. Now the measure of a good timeout. Can you execute an offense coming out of it? And Mogi das Cruzes changed the complexion of the game slightly. They showed some passive pressure and settle into a zone. But Perez says, someone's going to step out and guard me. So great start coming out of the timeout by Quimsa. Oh, right back at you. Lucas Mariano Fernandez knocks down a three. And Gabriel Deck sweeps baseline and goes to the cup again for his second dunk of the evening. He's got 4 points, all of them on dunks.
By yourself, D.
Taylor wants the ball screen. Taylor got it off just in time before the shot clock expired. But his drive to the bucket didn't provide any points. On the baseline, Romano. Skip past the deck. His runner blocked. Good defensive stand by Lucas. Shamel Stallworth trying to get his name in the scorebook, no good. And he gets it back from Lucas. Taylor, he'll try his hand at his three, and Mogi does Cruzes shooting the lights out from behind the rainbow here early on. They are 5 for 7 from behind the three-point line. Deck powers it up and drops it in. And Deck has been productive right now. Deck scores over Stallworth, who's been an MVP of this competition. Deck just announcing his presence to the experienced American. That shot, no good. And Quimsa come right back. And Quimsa, a little purple patch of good form of their own. There's Romano with a balanced three from the corner. All kinds of time and space, lines it up and tickles the twine. And now it's the time for Bauru to take a timeout here from Sao Paulo.
Não podemos no balanço. Ei, balanço, os caras fazem o cara crava na nossa cabeça depois de sexta. Aqui embaixo, o cara recebe e faz cesta. A gente tem uma foul para fazer. Tem uma foul, vamos usar foul. Tem uma, você já tem uma e o Lucas tem uma. Vamos usar foul, não vamos deixar os caras fazer cesta fácil. Ei, no ataque, presta atenção, nós estamos bem abertos. Só aberto, fazendo pique e abrindo. Vamos quebrar a defesa. Quantas bolas nós fomos por lance livre? Só o Filipinho foi uma por lance livre. Vamos chegar fazendo jogada e depois a gente abre o jogo. Paramos por quê? A gente começa e para. Estão cansados? Pede pra trocar.
Vamos continuar na jogada, velho. 3 minutos, vamos.
I'm not entirely sure how productive that timeout was. Danilo Corber trying to give some instructions to his team, but there seemed to be a lot of chat going on. It was a nice conversation, almost like you were sitting in somebody's living room watching television. We'll see how much of the information Mogi das Cruzes players took in here as we resume action. Philippin, top of the key, off a stagger screen. Stallworth uses the screen of Coronel. Stallworth trying to break down his defender, got in the lane. Strong hands to get it up at the basket, but it wouldn't drop. Perez injects some tempo into the game and directs traffic. Pass inside the deck, just trying to establish position on Stallworth. Stallworth strips it. Well, good defensive stand by Stallworth, which leads to the 24-second shot clock violation. Deck scored last time down in the one-on-one move in the low post against Stallworth. This time the American comes up with the stop, so it's honors even in the individual contest between Deck and Stallworth. Taylor slipped. The presence of mind to find a teammate as he moved the ball along one pass. Philippine rises. No good. Philippine comes up with a rebound somehow. He got his nose down there amongst the trees and came up with the loose ball. Good play by Philippine Pereira. Foul here by Taylor. Taylor just got beat on the drive and commits the foul. A little reach around there. Fouls Garcia. Diego Garcia reeling back the years. The 36-year-old still playing the game at high level as a former member of the Argentine national team, which is quite an achievement to get to that level of the game. And the shot by Gianella off the mark. Referee signals the foul to the table. And it's Tintorelli who committed the foul. A little bit more contact than the referee would have liked. So the referee just kind of setting out his stall here early as Lucas goes out to get a drink. Three from the corner. No good. Garcia hooks a little pass and gets it back. Garcia, little touch pass inside. The jump hook up and good by Tintorelli. And he has Quimsa within a possession. Both teams now using their benches. Stallworth moves it on one pass. Shot no good. And Mogi das Cruzes come up with their own rebound. Another miss. Garcia with the rebound. Garcia, is he going to go coast to coast? He is to lay it up and in. He goes the distance. Good basketball by Quimsa. And they've got themselves within a point. Closing seconds here of the opening stanza. Foul here. There's the dribble drive on the rebound and straight to the glass on the other end. Stallworth just saying to one of the Quimsa players, hey, meet my friend. Well, 2.4 seconds left. Whoever catches it has some time to use a dribble or two to try and create a shot or some space. Inside to the low post. The fadeaway shot is short and off the mark. So at the end of 10 minutes of play, we have a close contest here in the opening semifinal from Bauru in Sao Paulo, Brazil. There's your score. It's the Brazilian club, Mogi das Cruzes 19 and Quimsa from Argentina 18. This is La Liga de las Americas.
Nicolás, Diego, Ivory, Robert y Tinto. Vos tenés a Gerson y vos tenés a Paulao, ¿no? Están así los dos altos ahora. Eso. Vamos a ir. En el pick central, Blue, en el lateral, con esta formación, solo fondo. No tienen tiro abierto Gerson y Paulao. Y adelante allá sí, vamos a poner el tema de 1 ahora, 1 y 0. Por el pick. 1 para Diego, 0 para Nico. Por el pique empaulado. He play like so, ¿ok? Bueno, vamos con eso. Tranquilo, está bien.
Here's a look at these stats thus far. Look at Quimsa, 5 for 9 from inside the arc. Look at Mogi das Cruzes. They've attempted 12 threes already. That's twice as many as Quimsa. Making 5. Battle of the boards is close. Very close. And that goes a long way to explaining why there's just 1 point separating these two teams. So Junior Harrison steps in, the number 6 for Mogi das Cruzes, coming off the bench. And right now at the helm is Vitor da Silva. Quimsa come up with the loose ball. And a foul in transition. There's the foul as Garcia tries to shimmy by. Sideline ball here for Quimsa. Garcia touch pass intended for Tintorelli, just a little bit too strong, a little bit too far. Tintorelli was able to get his fingertips on it, just couldn't haul it in. Stalwart lets fly with a 3, still no good. But to his credit, Stallworth chases after the long rebound. You have to score, Shamel Stallworth. Taylor playing peekaboo, using the high ball screen. Smooth touch by Paulo Prestes, who picked and popped. And Murray Taylor found him. High-low pass inside. Prestes draws the foul. He might have traveled a little bit. Here's the touch from the top of the key by Prestes. There he is, gathering in the high pass and trying to finish it. You can see the perplexed look on the face of Robert Battle. Pass inside, Tintorelli's jump hook is good. Well, good patience by Quimsa. They got the ball to the spot on the floor they wanted it, and Tintorelli did the rest. And still, Mogi up by 1. Taylor with a deep 3. No good. Had a little option but left to shoot it. Did Taylor, but that is out of his range. Just getting a look at some highlights. So it'll be end-line ball here for Quimsa. They're trying to get themselves in front this trip down the floor. Tintorelli slides a pass down into the low post. Tough shot. Good defense by Shamel Stallworth. He got some help from Franco Matos. Tintorelli competes on the backboard for the defensive rebound. tangle up there. So some pressure up the floor by Mogi. Just waiting to sort out a technical issue here as the referee hands the ball to Garcia to get things going. Look at the defense of Mogi. This Battle just trying to clean himself out. Robert Battle just trying to make space for himself. You can see the unsportsmanlike shout from Coach Padavani. But the referees are wise to that. Robert Battle steps to the line for his first 2 free throws of the evening. He's a 2-time Import Player of the Year in the Argentina League. The American played his collegiate basketball at Drexel University in Philadelphia, and he goes 1 for 2. So it's 21 each. We're just past the 7-minute mark of the second quarter. Tough, hard-nosed basket by Philippin. He's looking for a call, doesn't get it. That is a hard basket by Guillermo Philippin Pereira. Long 3 on the way, no good. Tintorelli doing yeoman-like work. He's got 4 points, couple of rebounds. Now he's going to try and set a screen for a teammate. And the shooter's roll falls for Gianella. The lead swings back to Quimsa. Referee's calling a kick here on the screen. Well, it's Gianella's 3. He got some love from the rim. Shout that one to drop in. Oh, Taylor right down Main Street to lay it up and in. A bit of traffic cop defense there by the Quimsa players as they just wave Taylor straight on through to the basket. Into the high post. And Junior Harrison's going to get called for the foul here. Free throw wouldn't fall. And so Romano wisely steps away from the line just to regather himself. Those are his numbers throughout the tournament. He goes 1 for 2 there. Good defense by Quimsa as they make the entry pass hard. Taylor has to work to come back and get the ball. And the ball just blocked out of bounds. Taylor trying to get by Tintorelli, who says, "Come back here, young fella." And he blocks that one. Good defense by Tintorelli. And much better defense than the last time Taylor went to the basket, where he literally glided through the basket without being touched by a defender. Three is long. We can play on despite the shot clock violation because there's an advantage there to Quimsa, and they take it to its conclusion. Quimsa lead 27-25. Into the low post. This is where the big boys bang. And the shot falls short. Lucas back in the game, can't get points. And the runner. Gianello runs it to a teammate. Tintorelli's trying to get out of his way. Gianello's rewarded with the free throws. Quimsa's going to play nearly a flawless game to try and get a win here tonight. Missing free throws will hurt you from the line. Double dribble call, absolutely. The referee's right on this. Yeah, he had to dribble it once. Did Greg Philippin to possess it. Trying to show the referee where exactly he got hit. Look at the turnover count. Quimsa with just one turnover so far. Well, that's outstanding. Just waiting here for the referees and the table officials to get things going. So Quimsa with their largest lead of the game, 3 points, trying to extend that here with less than 4 to play. And a moving screen called here on Tintorelli. There's the moving screen on Tintorelli. So it's a turnover ball. And this will give Mogi a chance to draw level this trip down the floor with a converted three. Taylor to Lucas on a pick and pop. His shot strikes the front of the rim, falls into the hands of Perez, who moves it down the floor. Great, great, great drive by Romano. Just moved quickly. And now Romano, who's struggled from the line so far this evening. Just 3 for 6 from the line. Nets that one. Taylor trying to lose his defender. That shot wouldn't fall, but it's the drive here from Stallworth, which leads to a foul and shots. And when you're struggling to score individually, Can you think of ways to get yourself going? Can you get to the free throw line? Can you get a basket in transition? Can you get a steal? Stallworth going through his routine. So Quimsa now with a chance to respond. They lead by 4. Good ball reversal. Now Romano spins. Gets Cornell up off his feet. Well, Cornell was in the torture chamber. And you can see what Coach Cordero thinks about that. Stallworth. Now Stallworth is such a prodigious. Been quiet so far. Cornell spins in the lane, scoop shot off the glass and good. Cornell put a little smooch on the ball to get it to fall softly off the glass and in. An offensive foul here. Cornell's just going to move his feet quickly. He might have gone to the ground a little bit too easily for my liking. A little bit of flopping. And the referees are mindful of flopping. They don't want to see it mar the game and cause injuries. Taylor walks it up across the midcourt stripe. 2 minutes to play here in this first half. Good defense by Perez. Cornell now. And Cornell draws the reaching foul. So Quimsa going to bring in some subs to protect some fouls. Oh, Cornell with a hefty move. Got the floater in the lane to drop, but he set it up with the crossover dribble. Perez directing traffic. And knocks down the 3. That's tough when you can't leave the point guards alone. Guard them. Stallworth tries to find a pass to Lucas. Just slightly off the mark. Perez kicks to the corner. Gets it back. Less than a minute to play here in this first half of the first semifinal. Taylor comes up with a loose ball and puts it up and in. There's Taylor Johnny on the spot. Picks the pocket of the Quimsa players and then lays it up and in.
Con él como jugamos siempre ahí. Vos abrite que tenés sentido. ...25, bien marcado. El salto que hizo al pasador es like volleyball pass, ¿ok? Vos tenés esta situación acá. El defensor de Lucas hace la fake y vuelve. El pase es volleyball pass. Tiene que rebotar la bola para que tengas el tiro ahí. Si no, pick para vos, pick, 25. Balance defensivo.
48.
Nos va a quedar la defensa nuestra, no hay más faltas. El lateral al fondo es para cambio. Contengan esa situación defensiva que estamos jugando el partido que queremos. Dale.
These are the words of Silvio Santander. He sends his team back out onto the floor. Danilo Corber Paravani doing what he can on his end. It's over to the players now to decide things. End line ball here for Quimsa. 44 ticks left. And Mogi shows some press, right to the heart of the press, right to the middle. Good work by Kenny Battle. Oh, the bullet passed just off the mark. And we have just a 0.6 differential between shot clock and game clock. So Mogi das Cruzes should be in no hurry here now as we wind down this opening half. Quimsa have to dig in to defend. Now, closing seconds. What's Taylor got for us? Trying to avoid a trap. Taylor, a little crossover. A little pirouette. Taylor! Did he get it off in time? Well, the trail referee says he did. He signaled immediately 2 points to the bench. And so Taylor had complete control of the situation. Little jump stop. I've seen that move from him before. And it sends Battle flying. And it keeps him in his... It keeps Taylor in his comfort zone. Little pirouette. Turn. And knocks down the Baby J. So skillful move here by Larry Taylor. Well, there's your score at halftime. It's Quimsa of Argentina 36 and Mogi das Cruzes from Sao Paulo, Brazil 35. Well, welcome back to Bauru, Brazil. It's halftime in this opening semifinal clash between Quimsa and Mogi das Cruzes. If you are just joining us, a very warm welcome to you. If you were with us for the first half, welcome back. And as that scoreline at the bottom of your screen suggests, it has been a close game throughout. Look at the score by quarter. Just 1 point between the two teams at the end of the first quarter. 2 points at the end of the second, and at halftime, just 1 point. So you can see these teams are closely matched. The question is, how long can Quimsa remain in this? They certainly come out and started very well, but Mogi das Cruzes have yet to unleash Shamel Stallworth. Stallworth, at the moment, just 2 points. He was 0 for 5 from the floor in the first 20 minutes. Stallworth's only points coming from the free throw line. But Shamel Stallworth can score them in batches. He averages just a bit under 18 points per game, so at some stage you would expect Stallworth to come to life. Perez looking inside, skip pass to Deck. Deck rises and draws the foul here on Lucas. And this is worrying early on for Mogi, as Lucas, you want to protect the big guy's fouls here. He goes at Gabriel Deck and knocks him to the deck. And so Deck with a chance to line up 2 freebies. Gabriel Deck, as I mentioned in my opening comments, played in the Nike Hoop Summit back in 2013 with the All-World Select team. He's also represented Argentina at the Under-17 Worlds in 2012 and the Under-19 Worlds in 2013. So a young man with a bright future, trying to establish himself full-time in the senior national team. And both of these countries, Brazil and Argentina, powerhouses in this region. So it's so difficult to get into those 2 national teams. Taylor, here's Stallworth. Now what's he got for us? Shamel drives. He's blocked by Robert Battle. Battle manages to avoid the travel. The pass to Jackson, just a little bit too hard from Perez. Jackson doesn't seem too happy about it. He was wide open, but I think Perez put a little bit too much zip on it. And you can see how slippery it is. Guilherme Philippin just talking to the Quimsa players. Taylor, top of the key. Touch pass inside to Lucas. The man mountain kicks. Stallworth, did he get it off in time? Well, the referees say no. And that's unfortunate for Shamel Stallworth because he knocked down the 3. He didn't get it off in time. Good defense by Larry Taylor as he keeps the ball in Perez's hands. Romano feathers a pass inside to Battle, draws a double team, and his pass is off the mark, deflected. Another shot clock violation here. So good defense by both teams in consecutive possessions as they force the turnovers. And you can see what Coach Santander thinks about that. You know, he knows every possession is important in this game, so he'll be annoyed his team don't come away with an opportunity to score. Cornell, pass inside to Lucas, and Lucas lays it up and in. I beg your pardon, that's Prestes. Well, Paulo Prestes has stepped into the game, and he has 4 points. Deck trying to get position on Stalwart in a low block. Doesn't get it. Romano says, don't worry, Gabriel. I got your back. I'll stroke the 3. Romano with 16 points. And he hasn't missed a 3 yet. Great backdoor cut. Beautiful basketball by the Brazilians. And Philippine with the presence of mind and the concentration to catch and finish. There's the catch, goes off 2 feet, bumps into Robert Battle, ends up on his backside, but he has the wherewithal, does Guilherme Philippine, to finish off the play. Guilherme Pereira has 11 points. Pereira right now the leading scorer for Mogi das Cruzes. He has 11, Taylor with 9, Coronel with 7, but of note, Shamel Stalwart with just those 2 points. Quimsa being paced offensively by Nicolau Romano with 16 points. He's the only player in double digits for Quimsa. Perez has 2. Somebody must be open. Garcia inside the deck. Got away with a travel. Missed the shot. And now is there a foul here on Robert Battle? There's the travel. It doesn't really get the ball down before he loses the pivot foot, but he just left it short and then left his teammate out to dry. Battle scrapping for the rebound. It's called for the foul. And so for Battle, who's the captain of the team, not yet in foul trouble. Knotted up at 40 all here. Mogi in their half-court set. Philippine wants it in the low post, doesn't get it. Stalwart does. Stalwart with a step-back shot. That's in and out. Romano in the open floor. Romano, a little crossover. Great defense by Cornell. But he gets called for the block. Well, that's good hard no defense by Tyrone Coronel. Watch this. Just moves his feet and tries to draw the charge. You got to love this. You know, in today's day and age where the modern convenience is for players just to foul and stop the fast break, concede the foul, Cornell trying to play good, old-fashioned, hard-nosed defense and gets called for the blocking foul, but that's basketball the way it ought to be. Defenders trying to keep the offensive players in front of them. Inside the Battle in the low post, and Battle powers it up and in. Good move by Robert Battle. Steal. Perez. Oh, that's a tough pass. Cornell steals it right back. Kicks. Philippine. Got it! Holsters the pistols. Does Philippine. 5-point swing right there for Quimsa as they caused a turnover and then gave it right back. Perez lines up at 3. He can't convert that. Somehow Garcia keeps it alive. Garcia will try his hand at a 3. That's no good. Taylor. Well, here's the pass ahead. Look at this, just a floated ball. Cornell picks it up. He gives it to Philippine, who right now has got his teammates on his back. There's the foul by Deck to stop the transition opportunity That's exactly what I was talking about just a few seconds ago. That is the modern conveyance. That's what people do to stop fast break opportunities. And very rarely do you see somebody like that man there, Tyrone Coronel, trying to draw a charge. Taylor again! Good block by Deck. Great block by Gabriel Deck as Taylor exploded down the lane. Great officiating. The baseline referee letting the players know it was a clean block. Here's Perez. Feathers a pass to Deck. Deck rises to the rack and converts. And Gabriel Deck now with 9 points. Taylor, the entry pass to Stallworth. Inside to Coronel. Spins on the baseline. The jump hook, no good. Prestes keeps it alive. Only for there to be a foul here. Battle. He's going to compete for the rebound. He'll get it. And then the foul there on Tyrone Coronel. Gianella comes in for Battle. Tintorelli comes in as well. Gianella on the wing. Good fluency here by Quimsa. Perez. Oh, Perez with a beautiful wraparound pass to Tintorelli. But an even better defensive play by Larry Taylor. Watch this. Perez with the presence of mind to know Tintorelli was diving to the bucket, but Taylor didn't give up on it and deflects it out of bounds. Good play by Larry Taylor, the American. Taylor in the open floor. And the foul. And this is criminal, really. A turnover from an inbounds play. You just can't give the ball up that easily. You've got the ball under your own basket. And you've got to find somebody to get it into. Stallworth finally with his first basket of the second half. Only his first basket of the game, shall we say. It's a 3 to add to his 2 free throws. Now, Mogi come out in some 2-3 zone. Into the high post. Romano with a clean look and knocks down the easy shot. Romano with 18. And now he commits the foul. And for Nicolo Romano, this is going to be his third personal. That foul there from Romano puts Quimsa in the penalty and sends a Mogi shooter to the free throw line. It's Junior Harrison who steps to the line. And there's just not a lot in that, really. You can see what Romano thinks, and he's got every right to protest that call. There's just not a lot in that. And the referee's going to call that. They're going to be calling everything all night. Gianelli moves it ahead to Garcia. Oh, Tintorelli didn't quite get squared to the basket, but is able to get it up on the glass and draws the foul on Junior Harrison. But uses his body so well and draws the N1. Damian Tintorelli providing good minutes off the bench tonight. He has 7. Quimsa lead by 2. Neither team can really separate themselves. Make it 3. After that and 1 from Tintorelli, neither team can really shake their opponent. Prestes. Now this is, you can see how Tintorelli disengages so he can't get spun. Taylor, the floater! Oh my heavens, block! Well, Taylor had that one notched up in the scorebook, thinking he was going to get the deuce. And what a terrific block by Quimsa. Gianelli. Good ball reversal to Garcia. Garcia with a deep 3. Got the roll. Garcia with a deep, deep 3. It was Ivory Clark with the block. And Ivory Clark with the screen. And then Garcia let fly. And got a little bit of love there with a kiss off the glass to net the 3. Silvio Santander knows what a victory tonight means for this club. They're playing in Sao Paulo. Now, Mogi das Cruzes is from Sao Paulo. We're in Bauru, by the way, viewers. And Mogi das Cruzes is in Sao Paulo, so in many ways it's a home contest for them. But Quimsa, who are on the road from Santiago del Estero, Argentina, playing very, very well. Stallworth steps to the line. Stallworth with 7. Mogi is 385 kilometers from here. It's a 4.5-hour drive. Such a big country is Brazil. Now they come up with the turnover to Mogi. Stallworth spots up for the 3. Stallworth! His shot no good. Prestes with the rebound. Clark contests. He does just enough to put up the shot. Into Battle in the low post. Who's back in the game? Step back shot. Falls softly off the rim. Prestes. Prestes and Battle really introducing themselves to each other. Philippine, little up fake. Stallworth lets fly. Is he going to get it going? Stallworth's got 10. Well, that might be a portent of things to come. Shamel Stallworth knocks down his first 3-pointer shot. And he's got 10 points with over a minute to play here in the third quarter. Mogi das Cruzes are within 1. That's a deep shot. Garcia, not the best option. Stallworth wants the ball back, gets it. Goes by Battle, kicks. Philippine, it's a 2 if it goes. No good. Prestes with the rebound. And Prestes is going to get called for the push. This will send, I believe, Robert Battle to the line. You can see how Battle and Prestes are like WWF heavyweight fighters. Prestes gets called for the foul. Christian Cortez coming in for Quimsa. I think it's really sporting. The Quimsa players are sharing towels with the Mogi das Cruzes players on this end of the floor. Battle knocks down the first free throw. Robert Battle, 6-time All-Star in the Argentinian League. Goes 1 for 2 from the line. So Mogi with a chance to draw level here. This trip down the floor, we've got some contact inside. And it's the new man, Cruzes, who gets called for the hold. Cruzes is pleading his innocence with the referee. It's an unusual miss for Guilherme Pereira, Philippine. First miss from the line tonight. That's the second. Gianelli on the wing. Tintorelli in the high post. Ivory Clark. Baseline jump shot, in and out for Tintorelli. Couldn't get it to fall. And now Mogi, who trailed for most of this quarter, have a chance to get their noses in front. Final seconds, the drive to the basket, no good. And Harrison, Junior Harrison, maybe can consider himself lucky. And he's not called for a foul right in the fleeting moments of the third quarter. Well, there's your score at the end of 3. It's Quimsa from Argentina, 53. Mogi das Cruzes from Sao Paulo, 52. This is La Liga de las Americas. Getting a look at the story so far. Quimsa not shooting particularly well from the free throw line. They've left 7 points on the table, just 56% from the line. And you wonder if they'll rue those misses in this close game. Mogi das Cruzes is much better as a team. Battle of the boards close. Mogi with a slight edge. Turnovers, 10 and 11 respectively. Not bad at this stage of the game. There's the scores. Philippine, Guilherme Pereira, Philippine, 16. Angelo Romano, 18. But Romano with the 3 fouls now, so we'll see if Coach Santander brings him back at the start of the fourth quarter. Stallworth with 10. Now Stallworth is just slowly starting to simmer. Stay with us, fans. We've got another game to come later on. It is the hosts, Bauru, against Malvern from Hawaii. 2 games here in the semifinal stage of this competition. And we'll have 2 games for you on Saturday night and 2 games for you on Sunday. My colleague Mick Bett will take over in the commentary position for me in the game to come. My name is Liam Canny, and find me on Facebook. Let me know what you think of this competition, where you're watching the game. I'm always amazed at how universal and loved basketball is around the world. Stallworth. Baseline jump shot. Shamel Stallworth says it's fourth quarter. I'm going to start to take over. And Stallworth with 12. Gianella to the Jets. He's fouled. Is the basket going to count, or is it on the way up? Referees will talk about this one. You can be the judge from where you sit. It's just hard to tell. We didn't get enough of a view. This is a better angle. Remember, I think it is a basket. Remember, once the ball strikes the backboard, A defensive player cannot touch it until it hits the rim. So the basket is good. It's not. Okay, so the referee signaling 2 shots. Gianelli's going to have to earn his shots. It makes both. With a little help from the rim. Vitor Blair to Silva at the point now for Mogi. Just giving Taylor a little breather. Stallworth! I said, listen, you can't forget about me. Just because I only had 2 points at halftime, don't forget about me. Stallworth with 15. He's right on his average. Gianelli cleans himself out. Into Tintorella. That shot wouldn't drop. Stallworth is calling the plays. Stallworth tells the point guard, I want you to call 5 because I want to see if I can get the ball. Stallworth off a screen. Now a ball screen. Stallworth with a deep 3. That's no good. Tintorelli with the rebound. He's fouled from behind. Wagner with the foul. Franco Wagner, who's just getting some minutes here in the 4th quarter. I do find coaches' rotation sometimes quizzical. Both coaches, all modern coaches, love to use their benches and give players rest and stuff, but I think it's always difficult to introduce a player for the first time in the 4th quarter when the game is in the balance. Deck inside to Tintorelli. His turnaround shot, no good. Kick. Wagner with the shot. That wouldn't fall. Jackson with the rebound, moves it on. Here's Gianella, his floater, good. Gianella drops the deuce. And he's played really well off the bench as Gianelli. He's got his 10 points. He's come in to spell Perez and kept the team knitted together. Pass inside to Junior Harrison. Now Harrison looking to facilitate from there. He'll take a shot as a second option, no good. Gets away with a foul. Jackson comes up with the ball. Here's Gianelli. Oh, Deck just lost his concentration. It might have hit a dead spot on the floor. I think Deck was expecting the ball to bounce up a little higher, and it hit a dead spot. You can see how well worn this floor is. It just didn't come up the way Deck was expecting it to. You can see he's looking for the dead spot. It's very unfortunate. It goes in the book as a turnover, and it probably goes against Gianella as well, who will think even less of that dead spot. Good show on the screen by Romano. And the pressure of Romano leads to the turnover. Well, Taylor's getting ready to come back in the game. In fact, we'll take a timeout here in the action as Vitor Lerch is going to step out. Larry Taylor will come back in. The teams will go to their benches for the timeout. You get a break. Come back and join us in about 2 minutes for continuing coverage of La Liga de las Americas.
Acá David. A vos te defiende Taylor, ¿no? Bueno, entonces David acá para quedar en el pick. Robert pasa mano a mano, trabaja ante Nico. Se van un par de pasos acá para recibir bien. El pase y el pick. Robert, cuando lo sacás a Nicolás, abierto, porque por ahí, cuando vos te la marcas, tiene el pase con vos para la continuidad. Si te cambia Taylor acá, Rotá con Gabriel y anda a buscar el poste bajo con él. Usa el puente para trabajar. Necesitamos hacer... No flare, no flare. If they play with switching. And pick. Hey, necesitamos defender. El flare, sí.
You can see that Jackson's having a word with Battle about where he goes after he sets the pick. Robert Battle seems to be settling down Jackson. This is not a time when you want to be frustrated because the game is in the balance. It's been a terrific game throughout. See, Taylor's having a word with Gianella. There's a good little ding-dong here as Gianella gets it across the midcourt stripe. 57 each. The largest lead in the game has been 6 points. So there's Jackson. He set the ball screen. Now he's looking for space. Here's the youngster, Deck. Deck draws the foul on Wagner. Coach Santander can be well and truly pleased with how his team has performed so far. They're right in the mix of this one. Shot clock running down. Romano pulls up for a three. Romano's shot wouldn't fall. He had plenty of space. Just couldn't knock it down. Now Stallworth. Stallworth on the wing. Stallworth spots up for his shot. That's no good. And Junior Harrison gets called for the foul on the offensive rebound. There's Stallworth. He had just 2 points at halftime, did Shamel Stallworth, but he certainly brought his A game here in the fourth quarter. Romano fights hard to come back to get the basketball. Now he's looking at Wagner. Spins, steps back in the block, left it short. Good defense by Wagner. The game's got a languid rhythm about it now. Both teams are content to play half-court offensive set after half-court offensive set. Stallworth goes at Deck. Finds Taylor in the corner. The corner three-pointer from Taylor. That rims out. Wagner's inside. Lays it up and one. Well, good work by Wagner. He gets an attaboy from Larry Taylor. Here's Taylor's shot, which is off the mark. And Wagner's inside. And Gianello has got to be much smarter than this. Wagner's got interior position. He's about to lay it up. If you're going to foul him, make sure he doesn't get the layup in. And Gianello's foul. There's no doubt it's a foul, but Wagner still has the strength to lay it up and in. His first basket of the evening. And this is the free throw. Here's Perez back in the game at the point for Quimsa. Wagner Matos gets called for the holding foul in a low post as he's trying to guard Robert Battle. You can see the fight for interior position by both players. The baseline referee has got Wagner for the illegal contact, and this will send Battle to the charity stripe. You look at Battle's numbers so far. He is the team captain. Just 4 points. That's his fifth. He's got 4 rebounds, all on the defensive end. And you can see Battle, a model of composure and concentration. He knows how important these free throws are at this stage of the game. So the 34-year-old American makes 1 of 2. And right now, Mogi up a penny as we pass the midway mark of the fourth and final quarter. Here's Philippin back in the game for Mogi. Stallworth on a pick and pop. Now Stallworth's got battle on the perimeter. Tries to break him down in the dribble. Goes into the lane. Great defense by Deck. And just an errant pass by Battle. Philippin comes up with a loose ball and knocks home a timely three. What an error here by Battle. I think Battle was trying to throw a quick outlet pass, and his teammates had all turned their heads. And the ball ends up in the hands of Guilherme Philippin, who knocks down a three. And now 4 points between the two teams. Here's Battle down low. Another foul here on Wagner Matos, and he looks like he clashed heads with Robert Battle. Let's hope he can recover. So here's Battle with the rebound, and I think he might have changed his mind on the outlet pass. Or perhaps he lost his balance. Either way, Guilherme Philippin found himself the beneficiary of a loose ball, and he turned it into 3 points. Guilherme Philippin with 19 points for Mogi das Cruzes. He is the leading scorer. Stallworth's on 15, the only two players in double digits. And for that man there, Silvio Santander. Nicolo Romano has got 18 points for his coach. Battle now steps to the line to see if he can trim the deficit. Makes the first. As a look at Battle's line throughout the competition. 12.7 points. He's under his total. Remember, teams have played 3 points up in 3 games, I beg your pardon, up until this stage of the competition. Mogi das Cruzes undefeated, 3-0 coming through the group. Quimsa 2-1. Stallworth, great check out by Robert Battle. The block, he picks up the loose ball. This time the pass is true. Great transition by Quimsa. And Deck throws down the hammer to finish off the break. Beautiful basketball by Quimsa. All predicated here on the block by Battle. And this time he makes sure the pass ends up in the hands of a teammate. And look at the unselfish play of Jackson. Just moves the pass on one more time. Good touch pass by Jackson. He finds Deck. And Deck does the rest. Wow, wonderful fast break basketball by the Argentine outfit. And they're within 1. Taylor stops and pops. And he drops the mid-range jump shot. Taylor's got 11. Again, neither team has led by more than 6 points throughout this competition. Jackson in space, got it! Jackson knots it up at 64 each. A timely 3 by the American, just his first 3 of the night. And now the teams are dead even. Taylor weaving, trying to find space. Taylor! Oh, Battle with a block. And he sends it into the photographer's section. Battle got beat initially on the dribble, then recovers. Great effort by Battle not to give up on the play. And he comes back to swat the ball out of bounds. It's end-line ball here for Mogi with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Stallworth, the leaner. Gabriel Deck is doing a terrific job defensively against the American. Deck wanted the ball in transition. He was open, but Perez didn't give it up. Now Romano's got a mismatch with Taylor in the low post. Battle throws it down inside. Jackson with another 3. That's too strong. And it's numbers here. It's a 3-on-3. Here's Stallworth on the wing. Good foul by Romano, but it is his 4th. 4th personal on Nicolo Romano, the leading scorer for Quimsa. 2nd team foul. And there's the blocking foul by Romano. He knows he committed it. So here's Perez, and what we don't see here, you can see a shout from the Mogi das Cruzes players. They're looking for a carry. And the Quimsa players were looking for the alley-oop to Gabriel Deck. Either way, it's still 64 each. Just over 2 minutes to play. Battle on the perimeter again against Stallworth. Stallworth slides to the basket. His hook shot's no good. And Gabriel Deck comes up with a loose ball. There's a foul against Mogi das Cruzes. You're looking at Coach Padovani talking to Taylor. There's the leaner from Stallworth. And you can see the foul there by Tyrone Cornell, who says, listen, man, I don't want to run back and play defense. I'm just going to commit the foul here. So this will send Deck to the free throw line. Just 22 years old is Deck. He's an up-and-coming potential international for the senior national team in Argentina. Already played at the under-19 World Championships, under-17 World Championships in consecutive summers. In 2012, he played in the FIBA under-17 World Championships for Argentina. The following summer, played in the under-19 Worlds. And today he's got 12 points for his team. Make that 13. More importantly, Quimsa are up a deuce with less than 2 to play. Stallworth has been the real focal point of the offense now for Mogi das Cruzes. Taylor, his shot, no good. And last touch by Robert Battle. Battle and Tyrone Cornell pat each other on the back like two heavyweight fighters. We're in the 13th round. There's Battle and Cornell leaning on each other for a bit of a respite. Just 1 second now on the shot clock, so we'll see what Mogi das Cruzes can do. Pass inside to Cornell. He was open, just didn't make the layup. Good cut by Cornell. Good execution by Mogi das Cruzes. Cornell couldn't finish off the play. And now Quimsa look to extend their lead here. Battle wants it in the low post. Gonna try and test the defense of Lucas, who's been in and out of foul trouble all night. And Battle shows good poise and patience in the low post. Draws the foul. Right there you can see Lucas just trying to wall up, but it's the right arm right there, which draws the contact on Battle and commits the foul. So Battle will step to the line. He's 4 for 8 for the line tonight. It's like 31 minutes. He gets the shooter's roll there. He's well above his competition average. He's averaged 24 minutes throughout the preliminary rounds in the group stages. But this is the semis, remember, and he stays 50% from the line. 5 for 10. 3 points the difference. Philippin drives to the basket. It won't fall. Kept alive by Cornell. Stallworth will tie it if it goes! Shamel Stallworth with a timely three to knot the game up at 67 each. It's been a labored performance from Stallworth. Just 2 points in the opening half. And he struggled to find any kind of consistency here in the fourth quarter, which is testament really to the defense of Battle and Deck. but he just found himself in space on the offensive rebound. Here's the miss. Great hustle by Cornell. Keeps it alive. And then Stallworth in space. Rattles home a three to knot it up at 67 each as Quimsa call a timeout.
Vamos a armar así. Lucas, Gaby, David, Robert y Romano. Lucas, vas al dribbling para el zipper de Gabriel. Una vez que llegas acá, te metes al bloqueo. Zipper Gabriel, pase, entra Lucas, David pasa con los bloqueos. Ventaja, tiro. Si no tenemos ventaja, desarman del cruce y la bola va interior. Y llévenlo hacia adentro trabajando. Llévenlo hacia adentro trabajando. Balance defensivo, concentraciones, mucho tiempo. Pero cuando viajamos tanto, vinimos a buscar este partido, vinimos a buscar este momento. Tranquilo, vamos a ganar. Vamos, 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 vamos. Dale, 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 dale.
Look at the offensive rebounds by Mogi. That last offensive rebound gave him an opportunity to knot it up at 67 all. We had a look at the offensive set that Coach Santander wants to run for Quimsa. Sideline out of bounds here. Now Mogi are in the penalty. They cannot foul. A foul sends a shooter to the line. Now here comes Deck to the top of the key. Exactly what Coach Santander wants. To the wing. Jackson guarded closely by Stallworth. Battle flashes. Romano trying to establish position inside. Doesn't get it. Shot clock running down. Deck goes to the basket and lays it up and in. Gabriel Deck darts to the glass and finishes off with some style. And then comes over to the bench and gets rattled around. Look at this. Oh, Deck right through three defenders on the right hand and finishes off the play. And so now the chess match continues, as now the coaching staff from Mogi das Cruzes have got to come up with a scoring opportunity. And let's look over the shoulder here of Coach Padovani, see what he has for his team.
Ei, presta atenção, tá 2 pontos, eles têm 2 faltas para fazer, então atenção nos passes, eles vão usar falta, eles têm 2 faltas para fazer ainda, nós já estouramos. Lateral, lateral, vamos fazer Mogi na lateral, Mogi, tá? Fazer Mogi na lateral, direto. Não precisa ser. Ei, não precisa ser direto uma bola de 3, não precisa. Vamos tentar, se sobrar livre sim. Se não, podemos fazer uma de 2. Tá? Vamos fazer lateral. O Lucas, deixa o Tai abre para receber, Tai. Chamel, você tá aqui. Lucas, você tá aqui. Essa bola vai entrar pro Tai, o Chamel vai entrar aqui para receber.
Felipe abre e recebe.
Isso. Tá bom? Depois do mão.
Well, here's a look at the last basket by Deck. Just a little hesitation. He glides to the basket. Look at the concentration. Deck, his feet are still on the floor, looking up at the basket to make sure he finishes off the play. Now, the thing here about Quimsa is they have fouls to give. We'll see if they use these judiciously here to try and get Mogi out of the sets that they want to execute. Coach Padovani looks like he wants to get Stallworth down on the low post. There's a 1-second differential between shot clock and game clock. The question is, if you're Mogi das Cruzes, do you want a 2, do you want a 3? I'd say they'll get the best opportunity they can get. Taylor wants it. Good defense by Perez! Well, great defense by Perez. He gets called for the hold. It won't cost Quimsa. They're not in the penalty yet. Look at the defense by Jackson and Perez in a full deny position, but it was before Philippin released the ball. Look at the reaction of Perez. He's got to keep his discipline. I want to get a technical now. So it's a sideline. Perez is still pleading his case. 14 seconds on the shot clock now, so it's a 2-second differential. Here's Taylor. Wants the high ball screen. Taylor rides the screen. And now Perez with another foul. So there's a little bit of hold there by Perez. Well, I tell you, sometimes you see him called, sometimes you don't. But that one's definitely a foul from Perez. He's got a hold of Taylor's jersey. Tactical basketball here, as Quimsa know they're not yet in the penalty. And this will draw another timeout from Coach Padovani, who's got 9 seconds to operate to try and get a scoring opportunity to either force overtime or to win it. Remember, this is the opening night here, the first semifinal stage in La Liga de las Americas. Another game yet to come, 2 games tomorrow and 2 games Sunday to see which 2 teams are going to advance to the finals.
Ei, atenção, presta atenção. Eles têm uma falta para fazer, eles vão fazer falta, porque tá 2 pontos, eles podem fazer falta, eles podem fazer, mas não chutar a bola de 3, tá? Lucas, você aqui, Chamel, Filipinho, vamos fazer igual no Flamengo, presta atenção, Chamel, tá aqui, Chamel, você vai fazer um bloqueio pro Lucas receber. Lucas recebeu, Ler vem numa mão, Chamel vai dar tempo, Chamel faz bloqueio, back pick pro Chamel, e o Lucas, se eles dobrarem, Lucas tem aqui, entendeu não? Lucas, aqui você faz o Chamel faz bloqueio pro Lucas, Lucas recebe, Ler em uma mão, Chamel vem e Lucas recebe no meio. Filipinho, você cruza.
Interesting bit of drama between Guilherme Filipin Pereira and Shamel Stallworth. They were both talking in the huddle. Now, Stallworth's got 18 points, but Pereira's got 19 points, and you wonder who wants to take the last shot here. The play's drawn up for Stallworth to get the scoring opportunity. He's going to get a back pick from Lucas to open up space. Here's the pass. Here's Stallworth. Now Stallworth's been guarded well by Battle all night. Stallworth kicks. The three's on the way. It won't fall. And Battle claims the rebound for Quimsa. So neither Stallworth nor Philippine get the final shot to win it. Great defense by Quimsa as they take away the 2 leading scorers in the final play. Mogi das Cruzes had to go to the 3rd option. It was a 3 which would have won it. Instead, it's Quimsa who finish on top. They win by 2 points, 69-67 here in Bauru. Well, what an entertaining game of basketball. We're going to leave you with the highlights of the last play. Now, all credit to Battle, who's really locked down, and Deck both, who've locked down Stallworth. And Lucas was open for the 3, just couldn't get it. Look what it means to Gabriel Deck. The Argentine club win here on Brazilian soil. Remember, Mogi das Cruzes are also from the state of Sao Paulo. We are in Bauru, Sao Paulo. Their home is about 350 kilometers from here. It's about a 4.5-hour drive. And so Quimsa, there's your final score. Quimsa win by 2, 69-67. As we get a look at the final numbers here to close this one out. Neither team shooting particularly well from behind the 3-point line, but look at Mogi das Cruzes. They shot 33s, attempted 30 triples, struggled inside the arc. Did Mogi just 34% from the floor. Quimsa more efficient. Mogi with the +6 rebounding differential. A lot of assists. You'd like to see your teams get in close to 20 assists, which shows a lot of fluency and sharing of the basketball, but nevertheless an entertaining game of basketball. Both teams good on the turnovers. Take a look at the distribution of points here. There it is. It's Guilherme Pereira Philippine with 19 to lead Mogi das Cruzes. Nicola Romano with 18 points. He had 16 at halftime, and so got himself in a little bit of foul trouble in the second half. Battle throwing in 8 rebounds. Gabriel Deck with 15. Of course, the winning basket by Gabriel Deck, the 2, to put Quimsa up 69-67 in their last possession. Well, from me, Liam Canny, it is good night. Stay with us. We've got another game to come. Take over the commentary position. And remember, we've got 2 games tomorrow and 2 games Sunday in the first semifinals of La Liga de las Americas.
Acompanharemos agora a entrada das bandeiras nacional no estado de São Paulo e no município de Mogi, conduzidas por atiradores do tiro de guerra de Mogi. Neste momento, declarado aberto, Liga das Américas 2016, semifinal E, sede na cidade de Mogi. Agradecemos a presença de todos e acompanharemos agora a saída dos pavilhões e, na sequência, a partida da noite entre o Passador de Nova Macete e Mogi.
Intentando